Querying external sources in BigQuery. Querying external sources in BigQuery refers to the ability to analyze and retrieve data directly from external storage systems without having to load the data into native BigQuery tables. This feature allows you to seamlessly integrate and analyze data stored in external sources using the familiar SQL syntax of BigQuery. So, it is possible for us to leave our data in place and use BigQuery as our query engine. We call these sources external or federated data sources. This functionality is currently supported for data residing in Google Drive, Cloud Storage, Cloud SQL, and Cloud Bigtable. We need to know few notable differences we will experience with external data sources. The first one is query performance. Firstly, that the query performance for external data sources may not equal the query performance of the data stored in BigQuery. So, if query speed is a priority in our case, we may want to lead the data directly into BigQuery. The next one is query size estimates. When querying an external source, BigQuery cannot predict the amount of data to be processed. So we will only know after we run our query. Then the last one is caching of results. The results are not cached like they would be when querying data stored in BigQuery. Caching is the great way of saving costs and improving performance on repeated querying when the underlying data hasn't changed. Let's see some popular use cases for external data sources. That is, data use is short term. External data source is best for short term, less frequently accessed data. For example, we could use external data source to support loading and transforming our data in a single pass. So now, in this workflow, we query the external source, then transform the data as a part of the query, and then we write the results as a permanent table in BigQuery storage. And the other use case is data is frequently changing. It is for joining small amounts of frequently changing data with data stored in BigQuery. By keeping frequently changing data as an external data source, it does not need to be reloaded into BigQuery every time it is updated. For example, querying data that lives in a Google Sheets, even if the sheet is edited in real time, we can run queries over the data and the results will reflect the live and up-to-date information. So let's move to the console. So let's see the external sources in BigQuery. Here under the BigQuery dataset, I'm creating a new table. Create table. So here we need to use source Google Cloud Storage. when I select Google Cloud Storage, you can see select file from GCS bucket or URI pattern. So if I browse here from my GCS bucket, it does not have storage bucket list access to the Google Cloud. This is giving me a message that I don't have any list in my bucket. So let me upload file from my local desktop. So here if I give browse, I have downloaded a CSV file that is India population. Let me upload it. So automatically it is taking file format. Then I'm giving table name as population. Here native table type. Then I'm giving auto detect schema. So you can see when we select GCS here, in the last we will get a table type. Then in the table type we might have get external, but here I have chose file from my desktop, so it is not giving me any external table type. So let me create it. Load job is created. So you can see population table created here. These are all the fields that our population table is having. Year population, yearly percentage change, migrants, urban population, etc. So if we have chose the GCS, we might have getting here external details, external table details. For now I don't have any bucket list, so I am creating using CSV file. So let me attach some files, how it works. I mean external sources. If I choose from GCS bucket list, so we can say that our if we create table from GCS, our external table does not use any BigQuery storage, so that we can run query that references the external table. Here I have population table, and also we can query here. As I said, there is no bucket list in my GCS, so I have attached files here. So let's go through it. So once we try to create a table under the dataset you have created, so while creating table, you can find the source here. You can select the empty table or upload or Google Cloud Storage. So if we select Google Cloud Storage, then after selecting Google Cloud Storage, we need to give the URI here. So we have used the JSON domestic 2014 flights here. So after giving the URI, so the file format is automatically taken. The next is, after giving URI, So we need to give a table name. So here 2014 is the table name. After giving 2014, then we need to choose the auto detect schema, so it will detect the fields of the table. Then we need to give create table. So once you can see the data set flight performance here, under that you can see the table 2014 which we have created. So once the table is created, you can see here the table details and also the external configuration that you just set up. So all the external table, anyways the external table does not use any BigQuery storage, and also we can run query. Before running query, you can see the source URI here. Every details will be given here, external data configuration. So we can run query that references the external table. You can see here, this is the query which is run by us. So you can see the query will process 0 bytes, everything. This is about the external source.